How has the local construction industry been affected by the aquarium? We answer that in tonight's Renaissance on the River.
You know, Christy, our month-long series is called Inside the Tennessee Aquarium, and that's where we're literally going to take you tonight, inside the Tennessee Aquarium. Our own Stephen Roof is standing by live. Stephen, we have seen the progress on the outside of the building, and until recently it was black in color, but it's changing. What's going on over there?
Well, Ted, what's going on is they're putting up a new exterior coating. They're covering this black, which is just a sealant to keep the moisture out of the concrete, and putting up this precast concrete panels. Now, this is something quite to see. Why don't you come up for a little closer view? This stuff is locally made. The panels are made down in Dalton. It's actually just colored concrete. And another Chattanooga firm is actually putting it up. It's quite a job to see. Each one of these panels weighs about, well, 800 to 1,000 pounds, so they have to have a crane and everything to put them on. But the story of these two companies is just another example of how the aquarium construction is helping local firms.
Okay, trivia buffs, get this. How much concrete is in the Tennessee Aquarium? Whatever the amount, you can bet it's made the people at Vega Concrete happy. They're just one of a dozen or so local suppliers getting a lot of business from the aquarium's construction. Aquarium developers say they've tried hard to award contracts to local firms whenever they've submitted a competitive bid.
If two contractors bid work and the out-of-towner was $200,000 and the local contractor was $205,000, then there was a lot of emphasis to give the local contractor the job.
One of the biggest contracts went to Jake Marshall Company, the Chattanooga-based mechanical contractor. They've been responsible for connecting the miles of pipe and ductwork. It's really the heart of the aquarium because it's the life support system for all of the fish and animals.
There's nobody in Chattanooga ever done this kind of work before. It was a real challenge to us. There's about 75,000 foot of pipe on this project. There's about 500,000 pounds of ductwork, so it's quite a challenge for our company.
Since a lot of the work is complex and custom-made, workers feel a real sense of accomplishment.
I'm proud to be working on it.
Jake Marshall has about 50 workers on site. On the average, they earn about $16 an hour.
Ross's Landing isn't the only place where Chattanoogans are helping build the aquarium. This is Standard Iron over off Dayton Boulevard. And workers here are putting together these handrails, which visitors will hold on to as they walk through the aquarium.
This isn't the first aquarium for Standard Iron. They did a lot of the metal work at the National Aquarium in Baltimore. When the company learned an aquarium was going right up in their hometown, they figured they had a pretty good chance at getting the work. The $500,000 contract they won was a shot in the arm just when they needed it.
Having this type of backlog with the current economic condition has helped us considerably. Work has slowed down considerably all across the southeast, and this in our backlog has made a big difference to Standard Iron.
Turner Construction, the general contractor on the project, says 73% of the aquarium's work has gone to local firms. The individual workers deserve a lot of the credit. The men and women from Chattanooga, Dalton, Cleveland, and other communities.
You know, it's a big honor. This is something that our grandkids in the future can look at and say, you know, that we were a part of this project.
You know, one of the workers told me just the other day he hopes when the aquarium opens up that he can take his kids down in the basement so he can say, hey, look, that's the tank that Daddy was working on. You know, the general contractor here, Turner Construction, is very proud of their minority hiring record. More than 1 out of 5 workers here is a minority.
We know that we're all shooting for that May 1992 opening date. Will construction be going right until the doors open?
Well, they have a deadline of November. The construction people hope to be out of here at that time to give Bill Flynn and his Aquarius about 6 months to get all the exhibits ready. Now, for those of you who are wondering about that trivia question, there is 27,000 tons of concrete in this building, and they tell me that if you applied that like cake icing, it would cover about 25 acres with a 4-inch layering. And speaking of concrete, tomorrow night we're going to talk about the plaza, this park plaza that's going to surround the aquarium. $7 million of your tax dollars is going to pay for it, and believe me, it's more than just a slab of concrete. We'll show you what it's all about tomorrow night.
All righty, Stephen, thanks. Good work.